So everybody's asking me, out of all the videos out there about the older millennial, why did Joe pick yours to stitch and send his followers? It's because Joe and I are cousins. And I have photos to prove it. I'm going to give you the story of why Joe has the nickname Shiny Pants Joe. So before we get into the story, let me just show you my proof that I'm Joe's cousin. So growing up, our mothers would always tell Joe, stop running around the counters. Stop it. So here's a photo of me and Joe. Basically me telling Joe to get off of the counter. So Joe liked to follow me to the gym. Joe would just basically be my little sidekick. He would just follow me to the gym and just kind of give me, he'd be like my cheerleader, like go, go, go. I kind of didn't like it because it kind of brought attention, but whatever for my little cousin. I mean, he was older than me, but we all called him our little cousin because he was the shortest cousin out of all of us. Here's another photo of Joe in the gym with me. He was really annoying in this picture because he kept on grabbing the ropes, and I'd be swinging them, and Joe would grab him, and I'd swing, and he'd fly off. And I was worried that he was going to get hurt, because I don't want him, because my mom always said, look out for little Joe, your little cousin Joe, And I was like, Mom, he follows me everywhere, he's grabbing the rope, but it was my responsibility to take care of the little guy. So now that you've seen the proof that Joe is my little cousin, or older cousin, whatever you want to call him, let me get into the story of why we called him Shiny Pants Joe. Now, when Joe was born with no genitalia. None. And he was very proud of this. The doctors called it a miracle when Joe was born. And it's kind of weird how he does number one and number two, Number one, he does it out of the left nostril. And number two, he does it out of the right ear. Which, it's very weird, but as you're growing up with them, you just kind of get used to it. So all the cousins would be hanging out, and then all of a sudden you hear somebody say, hey, here comes Shiny Pants Joe. And of course, we called him Shiny Pants because, he'd like to show us down there, And it was weird because it looked like a Ken doll, Like what a Ken doll would look like down there. That's what Joe looked like, which gave him the nickname Shiny Pants Joe. And let me tell you, Joe was huge when we went on camping trips. We didn't have to bring matches. We didn't have to rub sticks together to make a fire. All we needed was shiny pants and the sun. And he would use it like a magnifying glass. He would just sit there with his pants down, and the sun would hit it, and it would go onto the leaves and the branches, and boom, we'd have a fire. That's how Joe got the name Shiny Pants Joe. So now you know the story about Shiny Pants Joe and why Joe is the way he is today. I tried my best to guide Shiny Pants through everything life had to throw him. But Shiny Pants took a different route. Of course, this is completely fabricated and made up. But it's funny, and apparently Joe doesn't like it. So the stink loves it. Have a day.